We're here with Harry Bergman, junior captain for Columbia Fencing. Harry, tell us what it means to be a captain for Columbia University's fencing team.
It's really an exciting opportunity for me to finally be in a position to give back to the team. It's a group of people that I really care about. A lot of my best friends are on the team, and it's nice to finally be able to sort of take what they want out of the team and be able to interact with Michael and sort of try and turn the team into what it is that they want.
Excellent, and you got a lot of tradition here behind you with the trophy case and the many awards Columbia has won at the NCAA level and with Ivies. Tell us what it means to be in that leadership position and implement some of the things that you hope to see from the team.
It's really been cool, especially the team's been doing great, and I'm really proud of a lot of the people that have been at the forefront. Like all the starters are people that I started on the team with or are 1 year older than me. I really feel close to them, and I'm really honored that they chose me to lead the team or to be one of the leaders of the team and to sort of see people through and try and get everyone to be as good as they can be.
And speaking of that leadership and the success of the program, last year, co-Ivy League champions, you were one of two people to get to win the last two bouts against Harvard to seal that co-victory. Tell us about that experience.
It was really, really great. Just knowing that all those people were relying on me and I was able to come through and sort of do it and give everyone that awesome win and all the excitement. It was really, honestly, really stressful, but I'm glad that it worked out well and that I was able to honor the Columbia tradition.
You talk about the stress. What were you feeling going into that bout and knowing what was on the line?
I was freaking out a little bit. I tried pretty hard to sort of ignore it, kind of just go into it and think about having a good bout more than anything else, and I think that was really good. I went into it as relaxed as possible, kind of not thinking about anything, and it worked out for the best.
And after coming away with the victory, helping push Columbia one step closer, what were your feelings after your bout and after knowing that you were a big part of securing that victory?
Honestly, I was really tired, but it was really great, and I was really excited for what was to come. I felt like we were really coming into our own as a team, and that was a good show of that. But I knew that we'd be able to do more next year, and I was really just looking forward to the future.
Awesome. Speaking of next year, we're there. This is next year. In your bout against in the Ivies last year, to secure that victory, you beat Harvard's Brian Kineshegi. He won the January NAC in Salt Lake City earlier this year. What does it mean for you knowing that, a 5-touch bout, you were able to come away with a win, and then he wins the NAC at the Div 1 level?
It was really awesome, especially because he's someone I've grown up with, trained with for a really long time, to see that not only is he doing really well, but knowing that I'm on a level to compete with him. He's always from the time I was really little, he was beating me up, beat me really bad at a bunch of competitions, and to finally feel like I'm competitive with him is really exciting.
And how is that confidence in your skills and your ability relative to the rest of the field, how does that translate into your NCAA season going into close to March?
Honestly, I think that the confidence has really been helpful, and it's something that I've worked pretty hard at to sort of be confident in myself and my abilities. And I think that just from the first meet, it really showed that it makes these bouts a lot easier when you can go in calm and collected, really sure that you have what it takes to win. It makes a big difference. And
about that growth, you came into Columbia as a pretty average recruit, but you really busted your butt throughout the first few years, getting to NACs and maturing to become a top-ranked fencer. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty hard balancing college and everything, but I think that coming with that challenge, it gave me a lot of mental maturity, and sort of that and fencing finally coming together, getting used to what my coaches were asking of me, the two things sort of came together and got me to where I'm at right now.
There are probably a lot of contributing factors to help you go through that maturation process, but what do you feel was the biggest thing to help you achieve what you're doing in fencing?
I think, honestly, the biggest thing was the boost in confidence, and some of that came with just sort of finally getting results, but also spending time on my own away from home, sort of fending for myself. It really gave me the boost that I needed.
Awesome. And apart from that, now you're a junior here, you're training at Empire, correct?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the environment over there and and what that's like for you.
It's a really great environment to be a part of. The coaches they really love fencing. It's their passion. It's a great, exciting place to be at. They're always trying new things out. You always feel like you're working on something new and interesting. It never gets stale. And there's still a lot of really strong people there to fence with, which is great.
And speaking of the strength of your bouting partners, now you're kind of a senior member there. Yeah. You've been a consistent fixture over the last few years. And what do you feel has had the biggest influence in the energy that you bring to the strip?
Honestly, growing up with all of these really strong fencers when I was younger, people like Race, Brian, who we talked about before, some of the older guys, they all really brought this intensity to practice that was infectious. It got everyone really into it, and seeing that and growing up with that, I really had something to shoot for, and I knew what I wanted. Like, I wanted myself to be at and to bring for all the younger people.
And you talked about Race and Bowden having a huge season this year.
Yeah, really.
2 golds at World Cups, bronze. How do you feel his strip presence and focus in practice has kind of spilled over into you?
Honestly, when I was younger, he was a really big inspiration. Someone that really worked hard. Everything he's gotten, he worked super hard for. And he always showed up every practice with focus and intensity. And to see that and to see it pay off was really instrumental, especially when you're having a bad day. Like, to see someone like that always working and succeeding, it was really great.
And you talk about that, looking up, having a role model. As a senior, as a captain here at Columbia, how do you use that knowledge to help better your teammates?
I think that's a lot of what I strive for and what I felt was missing a little bit when I first showed up at the team. And that's sort of like, as a captain, the thing that I really want to impart on the team and leave behind is sort of for everyone to have that and to be in an environment where that's the norm and everyone's really excited and focused and intense.
Awesome. And as I misspoke mentioning being a senior, that's just a year away. Looking forward, what do you anticipate your fencing career to be in the next few years?
Honestly, it's a little uncertain after school. I'm thinking about going to grad school, and it's going to depend a lot where I go, whether fencing is going to keep being a part of my life or it's going to be over. And that uncertainty, while it's a little scary, it's definitely forcing me to really take advantage of it while I still have it and see, I really want to milk everything I can out of it before I graduate.
Awesome. That's a great mentality to have. Well, we wish you the best in the rest of your season here. Any shout outs?
Shout out to Adam Matthew.
All right. Thank you very much, and good luck to you come March.
Awesome. Thank you.